Hi, this is Amrish Vayan and we'll be talking about Android application development. In this tutorial, I will discuss what is Android and the basic architecture of Android. Now, what is Android? Android is an open source and Linux based operating system for mobile devices. Precisely, Android is a software stack or bunch of softwares comprising not only operating system but also middleware and key applications. You might be knowing what is operating system. It's an interface which provides an interaction with machine, and key applications are the apps which you will get in your smartphone by default. They help you to use the basic functionalities of your smartphone. Now, as a developer, the interesting part is the middleware. Middleware is a platform which provides an opportunity for a developer to develop Android applications using predefined framework and libraries. Let us move on to history of Android. Android Incorporation was founded by Andy Rubin in 2003. Later, it was acquired by Google in 2005. Android mobile operating system began with the release of the Android Beta in November 2007. The first commercial version, Android 1.0, was released in September 2008. Android is under control of Open Handset Alliance, led by Google and other companies, and it has seen a number of updates to its base operating system since its initial release. Now let's have a look on the versions. Since April 2009, Android versions have been developed under a confectionery themed code name and released in alphabetical order. It starts with 1.5 version, it's called as Cupcake, then 1.6 Donut, 2.0 Eclair, 2.2 Froyo, 2.3 Gingerbread, 3.0 Honeycomb, 4.0 Ice Cream Sandwich, 4.1 Jelly Bean, and the latest one is 4.4 Kit Kat. Please go through the official website www.developer.android.com. Also check the Wikipedia for detailed explanation on Android versions. Now let's have a look on the brief architecture of Android. This is the structure where it contains applications, application framework, libraries, Android runtime, and Linux kernel. The basic layer is the Linux kernel. The whole Android OS is built on top of the Linux 2.6 kernel. Kernel contains all the essential hardware drivers and it interacts with the hardware through them. Basically, drivers are programs that control the communication with the hardware. For example, if you want to communicate between two devices using the Bluetooth, then to access the Bluetooth, you need the Bluetooth driver. And also, Android uses the Linux for all its core functionality such as memory management, process management, networking, security settings, etc. Now, let's move on to the next important layer. It is libraries. It's also called as Android native libraries. It is this layer that enables the device to handle different types of data. So these libraries are written in C or C++ language and are specific for a particular hardware. Some of the important native libraries are Surface Manager, you can find here, Media Framework, SQLite, WebKit, OpenGL, etc. When you start coding, you will understand the importance of these libraries. Now, the next thing is Android runtime. Android runtime consists of Dalvik Virtual Machine and core Java libraries. What is Dalvik Virtual Machine? It is used to run apps and is optimized for low processing power and low memory environment. Unlike the JVM, the Dalvik Virtual Machine does not run .class files. Instead, it runs .dex files. .dex files are built from .class file at the time of compilation and provides higher efficiency in low resource environments. The Dalvik Virtual Machine allows multiple instances of virtual machine to be created simultaneously, providing security, isolation, memory management and threading. So now let us move into another important concept, that is core Java libraries. These are different from Java SE and Java ME libraries. However, these libraries provides most of the functionalities defined in the Java SE libraries. The next layer is application framework. Application framework, these are the blocks that our application directly interacts with. These programs manage the basic functions of phone like resource management, voice call management, etc. As a developer, you just consider these are some basic tools with which we are building our own applications. Important blocks of application framework are activity manager, content providers, telephony manager, location manager, resource manager. We will be discussing on these topics in depth in later sessions. Now let us move on to the top layer of the Android architecture. Applications are the top layer in the Android architecture. Several standard applications comes predefined or pre-installed with every device. They are also called as key apps, such as Messages, Play Store, web browser, contacts, etc. As a developer, you can design an app which replaces any existing key app. That is, you are not limited in accessing any particular feature. You are practically limitless and can design whatever you want. Thus, Android is opening endless opportunities to the developer. So in the next tutorial, I will discuss how to install Android platform on your PC. So stay with us. We will be discussing a lot of things on Android. So thank you.